Am I actually live? Ooh, the music had a bit of a drop there, didn't it? I'm just going to pop to the bathroom. And hi, Daka. Hi, Tyler. Hi, Matt. Hi, Craig. Hi, Harriet. Harriet? Yes. Back at it again with the white bands. Hi, Johan. I have that conversation every time, don't I? And hi, Lee. How are you? Are you doing all right? You want me to turn the music down a bit? Greetings. I don't know. Can you tell there's a bit of a on the screen today? I don't know why the background really isn't popping out for whatever reason. I probably have set this to like maybe an ISO that's a bit too low, maybe, but I ain't changing it. So there you go. Hello, everybody. Just looking forward to more awesome Dyer cutting. I'm not sure there will be actually that much cutting today. Where have I put my skull here? Let's look at the skull. Its actual final glory. Can you see my midriff? Sorry, guys. Giving you a little taste of heaven straight off the bat there. I think last time I showed you this, I didn't have like the side stuff. I don't know why the camera, to me, it looks a little bit washed out. I don't know if it does to you. Feels like it's lacking a bit of punch. I don't know why. I can take the mask off. Thank you. Spitting image. Do you not reckon? But that was the final product in its glory, which I call like a street. I'm gonna do it again. So I'm sorry about this. But yeah, I don't know why the camera looks a little bit weird today. I did change the white balance a little bit, but shouldn't really have mattered. Just sort of not washed out. All right, I have changed my. Just there is a. How's that? Why has this come on? Have I changed the setting on the camera? What have I changed on the camera, guys? Right, I'm going to have to do something a little bit weird because I can't see the screen. So, keep it looks cool. It's not intentional, I will tell you that. Now, obviously, I realise it's not doing that right now. But let me turn that off a second. Right, so sorry, I'm going to have to do something completely weird. So, bear with me. You're getting a weird glimpse of the house whilst I look at the stupid settings of the camera. Do apologise. Yes, but the focus should be on manual focus. Make sure I'm in the movie mode. I'm going to just go off movie mode and then back on movie mode. Okay. Yeah, that is correct. Manual exposure is what I'm looking for. Correct. Now, what setting have I set for autofocus? Is it this one? No, this white balance. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. You cannot. Smile. Did I have the smile detection on last time? This is some serious maximum professionalism here. Face detection on. Maybe it was on that one. I'm not 100% sure. What have I changed? Focus mode? I feel like I've not changed the focus mode. Okay, I don't know what this is going to do. Do apologise about this. Round head in a square box. True, thank you. I think the white balance is wrong, but I think that just because that needs to go a little bit higher. It doesn't pop. There's something with the image today, and I don't know what it is, but it doesn't pop out the way it should do. I don't know what's going on. It doesn't. It's hard to explain, but it's not popping. It should pop. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean. Because I'm going to add a filter, which I don't normally add a filter in. Yeah, let me show you a color correction. Let's have a look at color correction. Something like that. Oh, not quite like that. Maybe like... No, that looks mental. Can you see the difference in what I mean? No need to pop. I don't know, I prefer it when it pops. Do you see what I mean? I also look the wrong colour. I might change it back to the normal autofocus. Yeah, let me make this 0.05. And let's lower that to like 0.05 as well. Let's see if that makes any difference. There we go, whatever. I'll leave it like that for today. There's just something about the camera I don't like today. I don't know why. It is what it is. Anyway, sorry about that. That was maximum professionalism. I don't know. I can't even explain it. It just feels like the room's washed out for whatever reason. Maybe it's because it's not daylight. I started without you. I did. Let's have a look at some gaming news. It's not exactly the most earth-shattering news. I hope everybody's well. I do apologise. I was absolutely, completely weird. Talking about cameras, which nobody cares about. Well, hopefully it's sort of semi-sorted now. What are we doing today? Well, a couple of different things today. Let me just move my work headphones out of the way so I don't end up inadvertently crushing them. Oh, everything's stuck. But the first is a bit of news, which this game is very interesting. Harry Potter. So if you would have asked me like what game could challenge Blood Bowl, I probably would have told you none of them. Right, but if you look at like how many sports games that aren't just like football, you know, rugby and stuff like that, how many sports games are there that are like fictional based? Probably not that many, but Quidditch is one that I actually think sort of makes fantastic as an idea. Oh, Steve, if I speak to YouTube directly, I'll probably get banned. So, not sure that's something I really want to do if I'm honest. They will just ban me. But yeah, I don't. If anything, the company puts me off. But I am vaguely interested in it. So there we go. Quidditch is fictional, just about fictional. What is the sports balls? Yes, the sports balls. I thought you said catch the snatch. Hey, look. I was going to make a political joke and I won't do anything about that. We'll just move on. I was going to say how you just grab the snitch by the snitch. So anyway, yeah, so this is a game that Night Models have come out with. Now, it's going on Kickstarter Thursday, right? Thursday. They couldn't make the snitch in gold coloured plastic. I mean, you gotta... Wait, is there even a snitch on this? I don't know. Is there a snitch? I don't know. I'm not sure. They're carrying balls and stuff, but they're not... I mean, what's Harry Potter actually got? Has he got the snitch? There's no snitch. Oh, there is a snitch. Here we go. I couldn't see the snitch. Now, Knight Models, as a reputable game maker, debatable, isn't it? Like, the actual Knight Models, not the greatest of reputation. Now, I'm not 100% sure why they don't have a good reputation. I'm sure some of you people in the chat could elucidate me. Don't know why I just used that word. I hope I used it in the right context. But anyway, some people don't like them. I was a little bit concerned by the fact that they did a second edition of the Harry Potter game very quickly. That wasn't really a second edition. The Robot Death Ball game, Dread Ball, yeah, but like, I think as IPs go, Quidditch, I would say more people will know about Quidditch than know about Blood Bowl, and Blood Bowl's the biggest game, so they have an advantage in that sense, right? Guild Ball, yes, of course. Sure. They don't have a great reputation. Let's face it, right? I wouldn't want to have design. Well, so I don't. From what I can tell is that the snitch is going to be a tracker. So I have a feeling that it might be you probably like accumulate points, either by getting the ball through the Quidditch holes, whatever they're called, and then probably like, I don't know, maybe you get... See, I don't know, because, like, basically in the actual Quidditch rules, we all know J.K. Rowling could not come up with a good sports rule ball system. And it makes no sense that the snitch is basically an auto-win. Even in the law, like, not getting the snitch is basically, like... Very few teams have ever won by not getting the snitch. If I inadvertently say an inappropriate wall, do not mind me. So, anyway... Knight Models, not a great reputation. If we move past that, if FFG, and I spoke about FFG, I'm going a little bit off tangent, but I really wanted to see FFG, Fantasy Flight Games, make the Marvel Skirmish miniature game, right? Because they were already established and stuff like that. And I always thought to myself that if FFG made the Marvel Skirmish game, it would have been baller, right? And FFG sort of did. Obviously, they made a new company, but it was essentially Asmodee, and they essentially made a new skirmish game. And whilst Marvel Crisis Protocol is reasonably popular, it's not exactly like popped off. Do you know what I mean? It's not like the biggest game on the planet or anything like that. So, I was obviously, to some extent, wrong. Now, I do not remember Speedball. Oh, Speedball, the computer game. I do remember Speedball, the computer game. I think I actually used to play that. Also reminds me of... there's a water game in Final Fantasy X, which I can't remember the name of. I want to say Blitzball, but it doesn't necessarily make any sense. And there was a mod of that game in Star Wars... I want to say Academy? Star Wars Academy or something like that. Somebody basically took the underwater ball game from Final Fantasy and put it into like an online game on a Star Wars game. I loved that game. I used to play it all the time. It was fantastic. Steve, am I actually not loading, or is there an issue for you? I'm not sure what you're saying. Sorry, Steve. What are you saying? Did I drop frames? Did something bad happen? I can actually see that the stream viewers did seem to drop, so I'm not 100% sure. Go Hufflepuffle. Lee says ice cream. Okay, ice cream. There's the Star Wars board game. Anyway, so what I wanted to say is, if this wasn't made by Knight Models, I would be calling this one of the most important games. Hi, Michael. I would be calling this one of the most important games in tabletop history, right? However, it's made by Knight Models, and I don't think that's necessarily the case. So I do think that Harry Potter, the first game, came out in like Spain and the UK only, something stupid like that, or it wasn't available in certain countries, which was bad. Will this be the same? It's very possible. Have they learned the lessons? We'll have to wait and see. They only have rules, I think, for the films, which essentially explains why the Gryffindor team are like completely named, and yet the Hufflepuff team are just Hufflepuff, Beater, Hufflepuff Chaser, Hufflepuff Keeper. Don't know why I'm saying that like that. Hufflepuff Seeker. So yeah, because it's based on the film interpretation, and the characters in the films don't have names. It's crap. It's unfortunately crap. However, I think the game could be good. Now, when I looked at this picture, and I don't know if I can increase it, I can. I don't know if this is intentional, but this map, the board looks tiny. Now, I don't think it is, because I think these cards are obviously going to go in these sections, right? And I suspect that scoring through the hoops must be to do with a dice roll or something. So it's going to be interesting. I saw from the title nowadays, since I'm an old guy and Christmas coming, how about a metal spiky Christmas tree? It would be red and black themed. It would be pretty cool. That sounds absolutely insane. It's just a long way away. Hello, father. I hear you're a racist now. That is interesting. Night Gaming, Night Models. Sorry, I don't know if I say Night Gaming. It's Night Models. They don't have the greatest reputation amongst gamers. I do like the fact that they've got Snape and Hermione here. They've also got a card there, and obviously each team is apparently. See, I wonder. I wonder if each. See, no, it doesn't make sense because you're not going to get all 4 factions in the box. Are you? Either way, gotta love a dodgy Photoshop. Yeah, well, this is all artwork, isn't it? Obviously, I just find that. I don't know. I would maybe have put all of this in place. Maybe, I don't know. It just makes the picture look tiny, which I don't necessarily think it is going to be tiny. But yeah. Either way, I actually think it's an interesting game. It goes on Kickstarter in like 2 days. Hi Matt. Hi Greg. Sorry, I just responded to you without actually saying anything. I do find like this is a bit weird where you get like a generic Seeker. Gryffindor Seeker, but then you can also have Harry Potter. So it's like they're doing like a combination of default players and then like star players, which doesn't really make sense because you're going to have no star players for your Hufflepuff teams, and well, maybe you might have them for the Slytherin and what have you, but just wait for the usually paid preview from most people. They will show for anyone. I mean, paid stuff on the internet's always a little bit strange because if you're getting paid for it, obviously you're going to. Really, you shouldn't be reviewing it if you're getting paid. You should just be doing what I'm doing. Basically, right now, I'm going through this and just saying what it looks like. I could do this whilst getting paid and not saying anything negative. Do you know what I mean? I could be honest about it. I could say, oh, I'm really interested in these factions. They look good. The board itself looks good. The cards have very thematic, like colourful colours. That looks nice. You know, I could say all that without saying the negative stuff. So, you know, it's better to have a balanced opinion than anything else. So that's just one thing I wanted to talk about because it's happening. Plus, I said to Kate, I might make a Quidditch pitch. Is YouTube being a little bit weird? Because I can just see that my concurrent viewers have just dipped to 0. You said it looks crap. MVM, the art of the show, to new levels. I don't really know, so I can't really talk about it too much. I can tell you that YouTube right now, Ed, you're not a 0, but YouTube is telling me that concurrent viewers I have 0. So I don't know what's going on there. It is interesting. It just seems to be up and down a little bit weirdly. I'm not dropping frames, at least I don't think I am. So who knows what's going on there? Still here. Hi Cisco. Cisco, are you named after Star Trek? MVM, they're talking about Man vs. Meeple, which I personally don't know who they are. This is probably something I shouldn't do on a stream, but I'm going to do it anyway. Let's have a look at who they are, because I don't really know who they are. So I'm not calling them in any way, shape, or form. I don't know them at all, so please do not take this as a... I'm not agreeing that with the comments in the chat. I'm just having a look who they are, which you can't see. So I did a great job there. I'm just seeing if I recognize anybody. Hi Thomas, hope you're doing very well. I just want to see what you're doing. I just want to see what you're up to. This weekend I made your design for the shipping containers. Cool. Do I have my shipping containers? I mean, did you do the classic like one piece, or did you cut out the individual strips? I'm sort of intrigued in that because I did find that it took me a little while. I wish it's Finnish meaning sister. What is... They will sue me. They might sue me. And I've never seen this channel before in my entire life, so that's interesting. I think the One Piece probably is the right way to go, but it's also a bit more frustrating because you've got to like line it up on both sides and stuff like that. But I do think that the One Piece looks better. If I would have had an A3 printer, I was considering doing a design where the whole thing could have been like One Piece, but I couldn't quite manage that because it was a bit of a problem. But Thomas, do you like football? Because I can't see who your icon is, but I'm very intrigued. You've got a football icon. I tried taking a real shipping container in a bottle. Oh, you could have just put it very far away. Stand 25 feet away. No, it would have been. You'd need longer than that. How far would you have to go so that the shipping container looked like it was the right size? There's that computer game where like if you move away, things get small and you like can pick up the smaller version. So sort of like a version like that would be interesting. So today's conversation is twofold. As I said, we're going to be looking at sort of like sci-fi generator, which I may even start building today. It is obviously possible. A little, not Ant-Man, but I guess a little bit like that. I also have a new camera set up, so I've got a different camera. Let's make sure there's nothing in this one. These are small. Look, Dougal, these are small, and these ones are very far away. You can not use the C word on YouTube. What did I say? What C word did I say? Boop, boop. So I'm sure cat. I'm Hubba Bubba Man. Oh, Christmas. Yes. So when I say Christmas terrain, only because inspired by the skull. I feel like the skull we had a nice little wait. What's slightly racist? Whatever I said, I did not mean. I don't know what word did I say it? Or did somebody in the chat say it? No, I'm doing the guy from Marvel, whatever he's called. What's he called? Cyclops, Cyclone, whatever he's called. I'm like Laser Man. Not racist, balls to that. These are Cyclops. There you go. Thank you. You may let's see how quickly the camera will pick this up instead of my face. Oh, it's bright. You may have recognized these. It's essentially a classic staple to make like a generator, a sci-fi generator out of these. And that is probably what I'm going to do. So the key question is, can I do anything interesting with them that makes them unique? The second question of the day will be specifically with Christmas terrain. Obviously, I did the skeleton skull thing, which I think was pretty cool. People seem to like it. One of my most upvoted posts on Reddit. So you know what, I'm a bit of a big thing. Geordie LaForge, true. I should have seen that. So I'll show you. Here, look, let's have a look at what I'm talking about. So he was in the chat last week, but I'll get something out for you. By the way, let me know if the audio sounds okay. I know I ask that pretty much like every week or whatever. But since the last stream, I've put some VST plugins on it, for example, and yes, exactly, Jimmy. They are pretty common, so it would be a classic video. That's why the question is going to be whether or not I can do something interesting about it. I've put a compressor on it. I've got an EQ on it, so I've got a few different things. So thank you, Lee. So yes, you are right. They are very, very common. One of the only videos I've actually seen done is from the man himself who was in the chat last week, which is Dark Matter Workshop. Apparently I've searched this before, but oh wait, Dark Workshop Generator. Oh, well, okay. That didn't work because I was typing it there. Workshop Generate. So what I need to do is think of something that's going to be not like completely different from this. Can you see this? Here, let's actually watch the video perhaps. but not properly watch the video. You know, so mine's not going to be as good as this. Right? Mine's not going to be anywhere near as good as this. So whether, I mean, the question really is, now what he uses here is like some sort of mini engine or mini like sci-fi piece from like a kid's toy or something like that. The one thing I want to do is I'll be painting mine up, which I think, I'm not sure it's a big enough difference in itself, but I want it to be blue. I want that classic blue. Crafter is Platypus Scotsman. Okay, I've not checked that one out. I didn't know about this one, but it's not going to stop me because I think it's a bit of like a classic piece anyway. So I will be deliberately doing it as like a classic rather than claiming that I've, you know, I've invented this method. I've 100% not invented this method. As you can imagine, it is reasonably common. I don't know how they will paint. Oh yeah, so yes, essentially like that. Obviously, it will be a scatter piece of terrain rather than in a big piece. I don't know if you could see it, but I could sort of see something there. It looks like an interesting channel. Obviously, I've not watched any of the videos, but let's scroll up and see where the first one is in the thumbnail, which was maybe there. For example, he'd done a shipping container, right? And I've never seen his shipping container. So cut up Nerf guns look cool for sci-fi, but they do, but I don't necessarily want to buy some stuff specifically for videos, if that makes sense. So I feel a bit bad, but I'm gonna skip it. So yeah, this is exactly the classic kind of, the camera's a bit overblown out. There we go, it's a bit better. This is exactly the kind of classic thing. It'll just be like its own sci-fi piece. This is also apparently playing. I mean, his version of the door is incredible. I wonder how much time he spent doing the door. It almost looks like he's used plasticard as well. How did he make this? Yeah, they just spend a lot. I mean, it will have taken him ages to do this. Yeah, that will have taken quite a while. To do a door like that, for sure, that's taken a while. Jay, you are so far ahead of the pack that they copy your ideas before I even make them. Exactly. That's what always happens to me. No, but this is seriously just like a classic. He's not Scottish or a platypus. Can I send him a copyright notice for having an illegal name? But yeah, that will have taken him a while, but they're interesting. So I specifically, ideally, would want to look at something more like this, but painted blue. Let's see if we can find you a classic example like that, but painted blue. Oh, well, I mean, this is it. The German guys have already done it, this video. So the question is can I add anything interesting? But do I need to? Because it is one of these classic videos. Now, I know I don't have to listen to this because I know they don't speak English. I'll come back onto something in a minute. You say he's great, yeah. I find putting a wash on flat surfaces weird, but here looks fine. Oh, he's doing it sort of to make it look weathered. Nice. My drink almost spilled on me. Yeah, they had a Kickstarter for a book, didn't they? Is it in English, Tyra? Yeah, so basically, this is exactly what I want to do. Exactly this, except I'm going to combine them and do 3 of them. Right? It's not original in any way, shape, or form. Let's just get that out of the. Let's not even raise that as an issue, right? Because it's not going to be original. I'm not even going to try it. They're actually doing several different painting methods, I think, whatever. The question is, can I make something, can I add something that makes it interesting? So, I know, for example, on this one, obviously you can see on the Dynamite Workshop here, I mean, the detail is insane, right? And what I really like is the stuff that he's got in between them here. I feel like I can definitely sort of do that. I like how he's covered this up with like a valve. I have no idea how he actually did the valve, but I can do a valve. So, you know, I may not do anything fancy with it, but the question is, you know, and it might not even require anything fancy. I might say like, all right, there is nothing fancy. I'm not going to worry about it. But it would be nice. I guess it would be nice if I could hurt your body. I guess not everybody is gonna do. Some bare wires, a little bit like these wires here, perhaps. Interesting. Yeah, I've got an idea of some stuff I can do in between them. That's fine. I said I'm going to paint mine blue, a little bit more like that. Probably more like this, but blue. And I'm also thinking about doing it on concrete like that, and a little bit like this, but I won't do any of the rivets. I'll just literally do it on some XPS foam, on some Foamex, and call it a day. But yeah, I don't know if it necessarily even needs something. I can understand the point of putting the pipes on the top, because there's a little bit of dentation onto the top of the plastic. Those valves are made from snap popper fasteners. Snap popper fasteners. What are snap popper fasteners? I like that as a name. Snap popper fasteners. But I don't know what they are. Can I see where he does them? He's not quite added them in yet, has he? Yeah, mine would be like the most basic of versions. Okay, I don't know what. I'm going to have to Google snap popper fasteners. Power generator with control room. I could make a room. Although I may just be inadvertently making a lot of work for myself. Might look interesting if they were at a 45-degree angle. Like on a wall or something. Like essentially, like ignore the bottom one, but essentially being like that at an angle. I feel like maybe even actually maybe on its side, and maybe on both sides. No, that'll look weird. I feel like it would look. It's a nice idea, but I feel like it will just look weird. Press studs on quilt covers and baby grows. Is this English? What is this? Let's have a look what snap pop fasteners are. Snap pop fasteners. Oh, they're really cool. I might buy these anyway. You know, just not for this project. Obviously, I don't want to copy the same ideas, so I will not do that. But that's a cool little detail regardless, I think. Ever heard of... so, Levy, I had not heard of the Platypus Scotsman until this very stream. And I've got to say, it does look good. Everything he's doing there looks pretty much amazing. Mine probably won't be as big as this, of course. But no, I'd never heard of him until today. And as I said, I'm not trying to claim the originality of this. Like, it's simply not original in any way, shape, or form. The idea's been around for yonks. So, yeah, I'm on it right now. But yeah, for sure. So I'm just wondering. I'm probably going to do this in really like whatever this part of that looks incredible. It looks sort of like a wheel, but I wonder if there's a better one I can get that looks more like a valve. Do you reckon there's one I can get that looks more like a valve? He didn't. Yes, indeed. I'm showing it on the screen. For sure. And as I said, I'm not claiming to have the. I'm not claiming for it to be an original idea. I'm sure even he probably wouldn't claim it to be an original idea. The idea has been around for years. But hubcaps for side. I really like that, but I don't. I want one that looks more like a valve. Did it. Rather than like a pipe. That's fine. I can have a look at these off the stream, obviously. I don't need to find it now. And if anything, this isn't even for this build. This is just out of interest because it does look cool. How many did you get in that? You get a pack of 12 for £6. You know, I'll order that. Oh, you get different sizes. Oh, I don't know what size I want. Oh, this is where I end up buying one of each and spending like 30 quid. It's always a bit of a problem. Oh, let's have a look at some other pictures. Ooh, I don't know why you do that and show the scale, because there's nothing there for scale. You're just showing. You could have essentially just picked one and increased the size, and I wouldn't know any difference. So that is definitely a maybe. I will rate that as a maybe. Not necessarily something I'm definitely going to do. I will almost certainly do it on like a concrete base. I think they both probably do it on a concrete base. This is obviously much bigger. And I will be doing it blue. I wonder what his next video. Let's have a look. Let's see it painted up. Yeah, well, the one risk of actually saying what you're going to do is that you're going to see more versions of it before I get around to mine. But what I want to do with this sort of classic is essentially pick and choose what I'm looking for. They all just have like extra details, right? It's just extra details, whatever you can get, which is fine. I mean, I could literally just go with it very, very plain. I don't think there's necessarily any harm in that. For example, there was that pink version of it, which I actually sort of like. Like, that is plain. I really like the grill. I don't know if the grill's obviously added somehow. Hooba Booba. Well, I like the fact he just uses bases on the side. That's fine. Cuts them in half. Cool. Nice. He must add a grill at the side. What's he using for the grill? Oh, he's cheating. He's using actual parts for the grill. What a cheat. That's fine. You know, looks grand. Painted well. I like the control panel as well. A little bit plain. When you see it like that, it's a little bit plain. But then they're just individual ones and they look alright. That, on the other hand, also plain. But I think because he's decorated it up, but then you've tied it to a base. Here you've tied it to... what have you done here? You've got just a side panel on the side. Looks good though. I think seeing these based looks better than it not being based. Weirdly, I think if you're going to do it on concrete, you need like extra details. That's the thing. If you do it on concrete, you need the extra deets. I'm so cool. I say deets instead of details. I know that's a little bit extravagant, but you know, I'm pretty much a cool guy. I'm a cool kind of guy, so you're just gonna have to deal with the coolness. The stream again is showing me as 0 concurrent viewers. All right, YouTube, you win today. But yeah, the concrete one, I think you need to have extra details. I think on the non-base one, you can cover up some of the details or the lack of details by having like an interesting ground. So maybe that's the way to go. These are just individual ones, so they look fine. But I mean, I almost not basing them at all. I think is a little bit weird. I think that's even more weird. Quite like the plates. The plates as an idea has always been an interesting idea, you know, and maybe that's the way I should do it. Maybe I should get some plates and cut the plates in half, and do it like that. The problem with the plates as an idea is, for me, there's not necessarily enough detail. I don't know if this guy ever finished off his blog, but I'd be interested in the next post of that. Now, would I be able to cut a mini frisbee? Perhaps not. Is Hubba Bubba an essential item, or is this build on hold for a month? I already have all the Hubba Bubba. I bought like a pack of 12 like 3 months ago. They're probably all out of date now, but I've been chewing one pack like every so often. You know what I'd quite like on these plates? I'd quite like a way of getting some stripy details. Let's see if I can have a look at the plate version of. Let's have a look at Sci-Fi Generate plates. And see, terrain. They're also quite large too. You could get some small plates, I guess. Hi Palo, Tatooine power generators, a classic, exactly a classic, an absolute classic. Foam plates sometimes have crimpled edges. That's true. True, dude. I don't know if I can even search this properly. No, I'm getting a bit... My lights are a bit bright today. Turn that one off. Hey Joshua, how are you? Hope you're doing very well. Foam plates. Let's see if I can find some foam plates with a crimpled edge. Hey, Just Kev, what is up? That is finished. He has the same attitude to terrain that you have to miniatures. Oh, I do. I ain't paying £27 for these. 2 plate half separated by zip tiles. I think I have something for the middle to separate them. That's not necessarily a problem. It's the edge. So to be fair, this is essentially, I don't want to buy 100 of them. Probably look at eBay. But this one does have crimpled edges. But then you're going to have that weird thing where it like butts together and then separates back out. I don't know if that would actually look that good. I really need to move this bloody mic so I get it on the edge, but how big is that? Oh, it's only small. Yeah, I really don't want to spend a lot of money to get some foam plates that I might not use. Plus, I mean, I could always do Black Magic Crafts stuff. He's been using paper foam plates, hasn't he? No, I sort of want to see it. Let's have a look at all. I feel like somebody must have done it, like with the crimpled ones. I don't know. Maybe I just can't do it unique enough. I don't know. I feel it feels too. But I actually once printed that out, incidentally. It feels sort of so basic that I'm not sure I should do anything with it. Maybe I just do a really, really, really basic version of it. I do that, but I base it. I can't show you the base version of it because I don't know what I'm bloody looking at. That's not the right thing. I can't show you the base version of it because I've gone off it. Sorry about all the random. I'm trying to get to eBay. Was I trying to get to eBay? Where's eBay? eBay. Sorry, I'm going all over the place to try and get to eBay. So, foam plates. I almost searched foam paper plates, which wouldn't have made any sense. They got some serious crimples on them. Hey, these guys have got small. Have a look at this image. Can I see anything? They're very smooth. Make them into a generator Mohican on the skull. No. They aren't crimpled or whatever we want to call them on the edges. These are just pure plain foam plates. We want crimpled edges. Cool, still here. Signal went off for me. Seen the paper plate generator done before. Looks good. Where did you see it? Because I was going to do the Hubba Bubba one, but if everybody's already done the thingy one, then I don't know. I don't necessarily want to do... Well, maybe I'll do paper. Also, look at foam bowls. They might be a bit big. Bowls. Bowls. YouTube. YouTube if you want to. Sorry, I don't know what I was doing. A random Margaret Thatcher quote there for absolutely no reason whatsoever. I completely take it back. And I regret my entire life. Yeah, no. That's a no. These would maybe be a yeah. Type of plate. Foam. Size. Small. Number of plates. 20. Ooh. £2.99. I am worried that some of them don't have ridges. Some of them seem to have, you know, funky patterns on them. Although that's 18. Oh, the paper. I don't want to buy paper. I don't want to buy the paper. I don't want to buy the paper. I want to do... No, let's ditch. We're not doing paper. Sorry to break the news to you like this. It's not you, it's me. But I don't want to do paper. I don't want to do the plates. I want to do the Hubba Bubba thing. I don't know why. For some reason, I'm a bit more reluctant to do the Hubba Bubba version of the terrain than, say, the Necron crystals, even though they've probably been done about the same amount. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's really going to matter too much. Oh, I just realized there's one setting on the camera that I may be able to change without. Oh, 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 nice, nicer. Get chewing that gum. That's not a problem. I've already chewed. That's not a problem. I've already chewed 2 of them, so I would only need a third if I wanted to do 3, because you want 3 of the same. Yeah, that is obviously an insane amount of them. You could go overboard and do a lot of them though. I guess that's a possibility. The problem with that is really you'd need to do, I don't know if you can see this, but let me go full screen. I don't know if you can see this, but like obviously the edge here and here is different. Now the back edge is pretty much the same. That's not necessarily a problem, but the front edge is obviously different. Not only is it different, I'm obviously, if I was to use this edge, I'd have to cut off the front a little bit, right? Whereas if I use that edge, I need to fill in the gap a little bit. So there is a problem either way. It's just a case of choose your poison. And you wouldn't necessarily want to mix and match them, would you? Because they're going to look different. I guess you could, in theory, just put a little bit of cardboard in the middle. You're actually building while I was watching this. I mean, just to confirm that this stream is absolute nonsense. That is the theme of the stream. The theme stream is nonsense. Is there a word for nonsense that rhymes with stream and theme? There's a dream theme stream is nonsense. Use the rubber container for reference, but use flexible plastic tubing for the ribbed area. So I do have some plastic flexible piping, something I've bought as well. So that's something I could do. Just don't wait outside schools offering your spur gum to kids. Hashtag lockdown problems. You know, going into lockdown right now, if you are a perv, must be a terrible time. The kids are going to be at school. I mean, if you're spotted outside, you're going to get arrested, whether or not you even flash them. So if you are a perv, bad times for you. Thankfully, I don't leave the house. So that's not a problem. And I'm not a perv, obviously, it goes without saying. That one's interesting. Put them up directly against each other. I sort of like that, but it's a little bit weird. This one, I don't want to insult this one, but I find it a little bit confusing. It looks like the base is too small. Oh, you can't see what I'm looking at. It looks like the base is too small on this one. I wonder if I can show you the one I was looking at before. I was looking at this one, where they've like butted them up together. But on this one, it sort of looks like the base is too small. But they are playing Star Wars Legion, so they do have that going for them. So they didn't. It obviously looked like the base was going to be fine, but then, you know, turned out not to be fine. But yeah, like something I do like that. Very simple. So in 6.2, did I show you that one? There was one where it was sort of like that, but I don't think you could actually see it. There was one that had loads of them. This guy's got a shed ton of them. Was that an epic scale rhino just then? Oh, I obviously have no idea. I don't remember them. Separate power generators instead of row them. Yeah, so that's sort of like what the German guys did. TWS, I forgot what their actual channel name is called. This is Ian Wilson's. We've already seen that. I wanted to look at this big... Wait, did he just... Oh, he made... Okay, it's a different guy. 90p each used. First use of me terrain sprue as well. What? First use of me terrain sprue? You say sprue? I sort of thought that was like a, you know, like a Mandalorian head. I mean, I've got to admit, this guy's like sci-fi panels are insane. Which is nice. I also like the little plastic tubing as well. That's cool. All intertwined. That's nice. Maelstrom's Edge. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I totally, yeah. Adeptus Mechanicus, a Blood Bowl. Totally. So that's interesting. Let's just go down this thread. Oh, it's the end of the thread. Let's not go down that thread. Isn't it weird that I'm actually sort of taken to just doing that? Painting it blue. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's actually been done on YouTube. It's very simple. Oh, I'm with you now. I'm with you now. I'm not claiming this to be the most insane concept you've ever seen. But if I literally just did this, painted them blue, like, I think that would look okay with the base. Obviously, I was initially going to go concrete, but I feel like the concrete one's been done on YouTube enough. And if you are going to go on concrete, you've got to add all the extra detail. Can I be bothered about adding the detail? Maybe this is one of those things where I do a power generator in, say, like an hour. Could I do it in an hour? Probably yes. So maybe that's the video. So basically, I don't know if you've noticed this on my channel. I either do something really like classic, like the Necron crystals, and I just do it normally, and I don't really add anything that interesting. I added a little bit, but not very much. Or, ooh, I like that. Ooh. Oh, I've closed it. I don't even can hear it because I've got noise suppression on. The container will always be recognized, so arranging a non-roll. Yeah, but I feel like our eyes, like, we wouldn't expect a weird shape. Do it on both! What? Do you mean snow? I could do snow. Wait, let's have a look at them on Hoth. Wait. Hoth power generator. I could do it on snow. Are they in the film? They are in the film, and they are just in snow. Ooh, that's nice. I like that, apart from the 3D printed lines. But ooh, hot damn, girl, hot damn. They're sort of the paper plate version of them, aren't they? They've obviously got something like wrapping over them. Cool though, hot damn, though. I could base it in snow, but I feel like the snow might be a bit boring. Like it feels like it's gonna take away some of the colour. I mean, yeah. You said do it on both, Stephen. I don't understand what you mean by both. Hey, mate. New to the channel. I don't know why I'm reading this so weirdly. Sorry, Dylan. Hello. I hope you're doing very well. New to the channel and new to Star Wars Legion. Just bought the starter pack today. Cool. Have you gone for the Clone Wars one, or have you gone for the original series one? Either way, they are both. They're not both required. One of them is obviously required, so you've started off correctly. I hope you have a great time with it. It's a good game. Depending which one you've picked, you've either got a lot of droids to assemble, or you've got the easy ones. Empire all the way, or you've got the easy ones, which is good. Also the faction that I play. So, depending what you buy, what I would recommend you buy next, if you can get any Shore Troopers are pretty good. What else is pretty good? I quite like Boba Fett, but he's not like amazing. But Boba Fett's super fun to play with. But yeah. Oh, and if you want to play, depending in my head, I'm instantly thinking about competitive. But oh wait, you said Empire, and you buy in Han and Chewie. What is this? Han and Chewie are good fun, to be fair, depending on what you want to play with and what you want to do. Don't base the power generator so it can be popped down. Yeah, so that's what. So I mean, if you look at this, you could place this on any board. This concrete one you could place on any board, and oh, you can't see what I'm doing. This concrete one that Dark Workshop has done, you can place on any board. Oh, no, I don't. Sorry, Dylan. Can you just write that again? Sorry, I'm not 100% sure what you're saying. I presume it sounds like you're not going to bother with Boba Fett. Okay, that's understandable. Depending on what it depends. If you want to play competitively, then Boba Fett's not even necessarily the best option anymore, I think. But he's just fun to play with. He just does a lot of cool stuff because he can jetpack around and flamethrower units. I think he's just really fun to play with. But the point on this is it's back. Are you having trouble with the stream, Steve? Because I think I'm having trouble with the stream as well. The viewers keep flipping about all over the place. Won't look right on a Hoth table without snow. That's true, but you could say that. I think that is true. Snow is a traditional one where it won't look that right on. But that I always like with my skull. In theory, let's say it wasn't based. If I put green and moss on it, then that's not going to look right on a snow table. So that is a constant problem. But yeah, I think concrete is obviously the more versatile base. But I think if you base it on concrete, where's that one that was like pretty basic? And I don't mean that as an insult, but it was like that the one with the pink. The one with the pink. This one, like it looks a bit plain, doesn't it? So there you go. So what about the power generator on Hoth? Oh, so what I was saying is I could just do these, but base them on snow. Baseless will match any table. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, I mean, I don't like them. If you're gonna do that, you're gonna line them up anyway. I don't think that looks as good as that. Obviously, there is a painting difference, but essentially it's 4 bits of them and 4 bits of them. Whereas I think this looks better than the 2 of them together. Now, obviously, Dark Matter Workshop one for me trumps them all, as does probably this one. Although I don't know if that's his finished product. But I think he might still be painting it. But either way, that's obviously going to end up being better. So, I'm from Newcastle, mate. I'll do my Geordie accent for you then. How weird, like. Sorry, I just always try and do accents and I'm terrible at them. People cannot understand me when I talk in real life either. Yeah, but it was like, not with bother, which I think means not. I'm not going to bother, but it was difficult. I will be getting. Oh, you will be getting bother, but I'm going to build your both Empire and Rebels, and I think it's probably going to be bother or the E one for the EMP and hand for the thingy. Yeah, they're good choices. From Norfolk, sounds like a bumpkin. Hi, Dione Moonheart. What a beautiful last name there. A bumpkin. Bumpkin is a nice word though. Bumpkin. Or bumpkin. Oh, I'm shutting up. Glue all the structures together but without a base. Oh, I see. Oh. That is true. We've not seen that. That is true. We've not seen that. The problem, I still think I might run the risk of it looking very plain. We run the risk of it looking plain. But it would at least be different. That is an interesting idea, Jimmy. A very narrow base with another wider base underneath, so it looks like heat from the generator melted the snow already. Yeah, you could do that. That was something when we talked about it being on snow, I was thinking, well, we could do something where it looks like melted snow. I think the power generator concrete base that they sit in brings them together. Hey, RFD, hey Sean. It's a weird time. Wait, what time is this for you? You're late to this part usual. It's either very, very early for you or very, very late. One or the other. But let me get this up on my computer. Let me get the link. I'll get there eventually. If you're not subscribed to RFD Hobby Sean's channel, then you are 100% missing out. Like, you know, where everything I do is jank, everything Sean does is incredible. So go check him out. Are you trying to make a shield gen? I would love to see that. Hoth system is my favorite setting. Yeah, so yeah, I've got the Hubba Bubba. I've got the Hubba Bubba as we're seeing on the screen. They're not actually mine. And I know it's a bit of a classic piece, so I know it's been done many, many times. It's not like it's factual. Everything I say is factual. You have to believe me. And I was just wondering like what I could do that's like relatively different or new. Now, whether or not that's even possible at this point, I don't know, because there's obviously so many different variants of it, one of which being Dark Matter Workshops, which is incredible. Look at all this extra detail. Like, the detail, this stuff is incredible. Like, look at that. That's insane. I really like it. And I also really like the paint job. Like, just all around fantastic. All around fantastic. And then you've got people like Platypus Scotsman, who's neither a platypus or a Scotsman, so really should be sued for violating human decency. I didn't vote for you. What? It's always the detail I fail at. Yeah, to be fair, I'm terrible at detail. I'm just terrible at detail. It is what it is. You both have great stuff. Thank you, Ben. I get, yeah, but I mean, Sean's stuff, the RT hobby is actually like good. I'm terrible at the detail. I'm more about like concepts. Fate Scots are dealt with in other ways. Steve will be onto him. Although we actually don't know where he's based, so that could be you may struggle. You may struggle to find him. Like, if he's Australian, I've not heard him, I don't know who he is, but if he's Australian or something, then you've got no chance, have you? So, I mean, it is what it is. So I like Jimmy's idea. Jimmy's idea is to basically, all Scots are fake. Sorry, I'm asking, Dylan, you're not asking a lot of questions. It's completely more than fine. Yeah, do not worry about asking questions. I'd rather we be asking questions in silence. So do not worry about that in the slightest. What is going on with you, microphone? Think he's American or Canadian? That's so much. Been concentrating too much on 40k there, haven't I? Cadian. What was I looking at? Yes. So Jimmy's idea, which is basically to essentially do this, but you know, I was going to put my hand over the screen. You can't see that, but to have them going together, but to not have them on any base, which I sort of like the idea of it. The vertical mounted idea could work if the containers were attached to a control building. Yeah, I'm a bit worried about that because it lowers the area of the build. It would be very like narrow. Just hurt my elbow. My God, what a wimp. Cadia stands. Any idea where I can get cheap paints? So Dylan, I would recommend, right, you're not going to get anything super cheap. Games Workshop are the most expensive, but all the miniature paints are essentially the same kind of price. So there's certain things that you want to spend your money on when you're doing painting miniatures and certain things you don't want to spend your money on when you're painting miniatures. I'm presuming we're talking about painting miniatures. And the actual paints are probably one thing you do want to spend your money on. And I recommend getting one of the classic set of paints. Games Workshop paints are available everywhere, a little bit more expensive than the rest. Army Painter paints are they need a little bit more shaking, more prone to a little bit of separation. And then you've got what people recommend, like Vallejo paints. Like either the game color or the model range. I can't remember exactly which ones most people recommend. They're generally the three that I see used. You can use like Privateer Press paints, but they seem to be decreasing in popularity. The Citadel pots are incredibly badly designed. Army Painter are sort of good design, but a bit that you need to really shake them. You do love your Jurassic Park, Steve. Now, when it comes to super glue, or will you have to use special plastic glue? Right, so Dylan, just be aware that some of you might need both. So for Star Wars Legion, they changed the way that some of the what the materials are made out of. Now, all the stuff in the original core set actually is they call it resin plastic. It's not like proper GW sprue plastic, right? So you need super glue. It's the only glue that will really work. Your special plastic glue will not work on the original Star Wars Legion stuff. Hi Joe, this isn't mine. This obviously Dark Matter Workshops. However, some of the new stuff, I believe you might, they actually come on sprues, and you might be able to get a plastic glue. I wouldn't really worry about that because you'll have to then figure out what range is which. If you're playing Empire, the majority of it needs super glue. So just get super glue and don't get expensive super glue. Pretty much like any normal super glue you'll get. it would do, Darren. If yeah, Darren, I wouldn't recommend that Dylan gets a $20 shaker when he's asking for cheap paints, but yeah, you can get nail polish shakers and stuff like that, which will like shake the bottles and that kind of stuff. But I'm in the UK. I buy Reaper paints on the UK website. Absolutely wonderful paints to use. I moved from GW to Vallejo paints, cheaper and great range. I use GW paints for every year, and it seems to be fair, I use GW paints simply because when I was doing YouTube videos, like when I was doing a painting video, Games Workshop paints are the most readily available paints, and I wanted to sort of use what most people would get, so I wanted to be like, I am using Zandri dust. Do you know what I mean? So that's the way I did it. I'm a Wilko special kind of guy. Wilkinson's will be fine for glues, pretty much. Just yeah, but not paints. Do not use like house paints on your miniatures. It's not worth the risk, basically. Reaper learn to paint sets are good. Yeah, and I think like I think Army Paint is probably the best generic range that's sort of like readily available. But you can see here Dark Matter Workshop is actually using some of the Vallejo stuff. They're alright as well, they're good. The brushes are bad. Brushes are a different kind of question. My greatest invention was to realise that the upper edge of the back of the base is fine corrugated iron if you paint it. The back of the upper... Sorry, Cisco, I'm not... Let me read this again. The upper edge of back of bases is fine corrugated iron if you paint it. I don't really follow, sorry, I'm trying, but yeah, following other paint schemes is the only reason I buy. Yeah, exactly, yeah, that's the reason I use them. And now I've got a shed, I've now got a drawer full of them, so I might as well just stick with them. Always put a small ball inside dropper bottles. Yeah, but you've got to make sure it's not going to like rust. That's one of the part of the bombs. I didn't think I got a jigsaw. Adult supervision would be quite a Jesus bed. I've really been liking the Pro acrylic paints from Monument. I've literally never heard of them. So, I mean, that's one problem that you get, is that if you're using something that you've never heard of, the upper edge of the plastic back of a base. I don't have any bases. I don't have any base within range. Sorry, I'm probably being an idiot. I don't really understand. So, I think for this, we're going to do one of two things. We will either base it, we'll just do a really simple build. As I said, some of the stuff that I do, if I'm doing a really simple build, often, I will do it in a time limit just to see how quickly I can do it. I reckon I'd be able to do this in an hour. Obviously, if I'm going to do it in an hour, I'm not going to do it on stream because I will need to proper like whack through it. Obviously the actual basing of it I couldn't do in an hour because I would need to let it dry. That would be a problem. I could spray it brown, then flock it, and would I be able to dry brush it in an hour? It's a maybe. Hi Devs and Dice, how are you? Just popping by for a quick look. Oh, let me get your channel if I can. I'm very bad at getting people's channel. I wish I could just say go follow this person and you could see it and it would all be good. But let me get Devs and Dice. Link here. By the way, I must say, Devs and Dice, incredible thumbnails. Incredible work all round, but incredible thumbnails. I just wanted to say I really, really like your thumbnails. Let me get a link to your channel though. Go and follow Devs and Dice if you are not currently, please. Well, subscribe. If you're not currently. Could you make it snow? I mean, you could do snow yourself, to be fair, but get the clock out now. There you go. I just get the clock out whenever I'm in doubt. I just get the clock out, get the little tablet out, which is not here. Don't know where it is. I get the little tablet out, knock it out in an hour. 1, it's quick. 2, it's done. 3, I've got something to put in the title. So I may just do a really simple timed one. Now, what is the material? What is the material that a game board is made out of? Is that like a cardboard press? So if you're talking about stuff like the GW Kill Teams, they are essentially like a thick cardboard. Get well, you never know. Well, once we get past midnight, all rules are off. YouTube can only ban me once. But yes. Right, let's talk about Christmas. I know this is stupid, but what kind of terrain can you make for Christmas? Now, this would actually be easier if I had a 3D printer, right? Sure, I could do snow, but do I want to do snow? No, I don't want to do snow, right? Snow, Steve. I don't want to do snow, Steve. If I whisper, I've got a compressor, so it should actually increase my voice. But when I go loud, I shouldn't go super loud. Like a game board, yeah, so they're made, I think they're made out of cardboard, but I'm not sure how they do it. It's sort of like chipboard, but really thick. Not 100% sure. See, Ed, I really like that idea, but the miniature, I'd have to print out Santa and print out some reindeer. I would need a 3D printer for that, is what I'm saying. If I haven't seen the green stuff, Greg, I've ordered 2 bottles. I may do a video on that as soon as I get that. That stuff looks amazing. Like, I will definitely, the one video I'll do is I might even prepare that this weekend just for when it arrives. I will do a frozen pond and we'll see how that looks. Oh, I've got some, it does look good. How do you want to use it, Greg? But yeah, I've got some on order. Ooh, I need to contact Green Stuff World and just tell them to send me anything they make that's new and just see if they'll do it. Just be like, yo, I have a terrain channel. Will you just send me this stuff? Yeah, exactly the same, Greg. I was like, what the flip's that? How's that? Is that even real? I was like, is that even real? Make a wooden winter whoa, that's easy for you to say. Make a wooden winter wonderland tree hut. A winter wonderland tree hut. Santa's sleigh crashed into an electricity pile. I'd have to make the sleigh. Trees, log cabins, log piles, cut down trees, caves, tents, snow, snowmen army. I really like that. That's gotta have been done. Please tell me that's been done. Right, that must be done. 40k snowmen army. That must be done, right? Yeah, okay, somebody's done it. Because I was like, that is insanely cool. What a stupid thing this is. Let's have a look at this. It's on eBay. What? I missed out on this incredible deal. Where's the picture? Come on. Come on, mate. Army on period. What is... That's beautiful. That's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. I love it. 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 I'm loving 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 it. I'm trying. Yeah, exactly, Greg. I'm not 100% sure what I will use it on, but I bought some. I was like, I'm buying that. It looks good. There is a horror snowman model going around. Well, if you can get me the link, if you can whack it in Discord, I will show it. By the way, we have a Discord. We have a Facebook. Is it live yet? That's what Steve said to the last message. What was the other suggestion? Sorry. Snowball piles. I'm not putting anything with balls in the title. Hot build with Santa Vader and his band. Yeah, so I think, no, this is why the main concern here, Dalek as snowman. The main problem here, and I think maybe Steve's ones weren't, but a lot of the things you guys are suggesting, and don't get me wrong, this is the problem I had as well, so I don't blame you or anything like that. I'm not calling you out. A lot of the problem I have is that they require specific models. So like Calvin and Hobbes Snow Goons, I don't really know much about Calvin and Hobbes, so not really. Oh my god, they are scary. I yield to Jimmy. I mean, they're all insane, but specifically like a Santa Vader and like Dalek Snowmen, I need a 3D printer. Like, I'm not going to sit there and green stuff one of them. I'm not skilled enough. I could maybe put a snowman hat on one of my Vaders. I think I probably do have a Vader that I could maybe put a snowman hat on. But I feel like it needs to be in. It's missing a bit of the puzzle. Do you know what I mean? If I'm going to do a diorama, it sort of needs to reference something specific, I would say. It would need to reference something either channel related or just cultural reference related. That's, rather than just like Snow Vader or Dalek Snowman. Because, I wouldn't really necessarily know how to do that. So this is my problem. So obviously we had the Halloween special, which I think people really liked. I think we sort of did that as a team. Whether or not we can achieve something similar for something Christmassy, I'm not really sure. Because I think almost everything sort of requires models. Obviously snow terrain doesn't, and I could do some snow terrain. That's not necessarily a problem, but it's not like... It doesn't scream Christmas. It doesn't scream Christmas, which I don't necessarily want it to. It just needs to be referenced. Like, I was tempted to try and do something like Nightmare Before Christmas, or like a film that was sort of Christmassy-esque, but really I'm not sure there's any good ideas here. I'm just not so sure. Like, I don't want to do a Christmas tree. Isn't there a War in Christmas Town game or something like that? Probably has models you would want. Ooh, that sounds good. That's not something I'd necessarily want to play all year round, but I'm interested in that as a game. Sounds like something my wife might not buy. Like, she's a bit obsessed with Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, the problem with this is people have done Nightmare Before Christmas dioramas and they absolutely look insane. And I was like, I cannot even compete. Diorama. Yeah, so I was tempted to try and do, maybe like buy a Christmas themed house. One thing I actually considered, which was maybe doing like a gingerbread house, but not made out of gingerbread. Does that make any sense? I was tempted to fake a gingerbread house. Like do one, but make it actually out of terrain rather than gingerbread. Steve has posted something. Oh my God, Steve. What did you call this? Let's get the link. Copy image address. What did you call this? I don't know what this is. Steve is putting this. Put a Santa hat on the skull. Genius. Filler instead of ice. Well, there is stuff I could do. Dialects are just futuristic vacuum plumbing bakers. Look, I'm not a huge fan of Doctor Who, so I can't comment. But we also have this from Steve. Copy link. I'm not 100% sure what this one's going to be, so there we go. Oh, you actually sent me a specific thing, but I've opened them all up. They all look good. This looks insane. I'm not sure which one you were trying to link me, because it's sort of... Oh, there is a picture of one. Can you see that? No, you can't see that yet. I'm not sure what this is, Steve. I forgot what you were trying to... Why you showed me this. It's a bit small. Let's have a look at it. Zoomed in. Blurry. Yeah, so I was thinking about like a gingerbread house made out of foam. So whether or not you could even call it a gingerbread house would be interesting. Like, I don't know if it would make sense. I don't know how to do these balls and stuff like that. It would maybe take forever. It was just an idea. What are we? What in Nakatomi Tower? There we go. Hand screw falling out the window. I remember Yippee-ki-yay. True, it was a memorable scene. But yeah, I could paint it sort of like a gingerbread coloured building. I don't know how I would do it. I don't know if it's even a good idea, but it could look good. It could be terrible. But that was one idea I had, which was to do a gingerbread house. Not made out of gingerbread. like an XPS gingerbread house, XPS foam gingerbread house. It doesn't make any sense when I say it out loud, but it's sort of like a gingerbread house that would be more, that wouldn't go off. A gingerbread bunker. Now, would I actually make that out of gingerbread or would I not? Let's have a look at gingerbread 40k. This is how you know if it's been done before. Let's check this out. That is actually made out of gingerbread. You need to do an advent calendar in December 12th. I mean, I don't have enough time to do something insane. Like an advent calendar. But it might be cool. Some of this is interesting, guys. I mean, this is all stuff made out of actual gingerbread, though. Mini gingerbread house. Is it actually made out of gingerbread? I mean, I didn't really want to make it out of gingerbread. I feel like that's a waste. It's a waste of gingerbread. The pics are up on Discord. I already shared them, didn't I? Steve, have you? I already shared the pictures. We've already gone through some of them, Steve. I've lost it, but I went through the link. We went through... What is... Steve? What is this? I went on the link. I've been on the link. This is a mini gingerbread house, which I guess is fine. Not really sure what you gain out from doing a mini one. This is a gingerbread army. Also pretty hilarious. I'm not 100%... Oh, I thought that pink stuff was something else. This is, I think, is a rhino. Is it a rhino? Interesting, for sure. So, I mean, a fake gingerbread house is a possibility. Here, shall we write these down? Notepad. Let's get notepad. Let's write some of these ideas down. Can you actually see the notepad? No. Can I add the notepad? Notepad. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Window capture? Notepad. Notepad. Hey, one thing I would like to say, and I was checking my analytics the other day, and one thing I noticed is every monetization on YouTube, every Tuesday, because people have not every Tuesday, but on average, Tuesdays are my most financially beneficial days on YouTube because people have done memberships and stuff like that. It's crazy to think that one membership pretty much makes up a $5 membership, not membership, a $5 super chat or something is basically a week's worth of any ad revenue I get. Just to put that in perspective. This is what I was actually going to do. Window capture. Let's add notepad. Here we go. Foamer. What are we, Greek? You can get seasonal cardboard houses for cheap. So let's write some of this down. Right. Can you see this? Can you balls? How do I change font size? We're getting there. Gingerbread house from XPS. Now, what else could we do? We could do... I'm obviously not doing anything crazy like a Die Hard tribute or something like that. No, one would be a convert seasonal crop into terrain. Obviously, that would be TBD. I am. Oh, what did you say? Christmas Town War. I'm actually intrigued in Christmas Town War. I'll just have a quick look at that on my own thing right now. Christmas Town game. Christmas Town War game. War in Christmas Town. I mean, that's interesting. They are actually using. Wait, I'm gonna have to show you some of this. It's mental. I love it. Oh, let me get rid of the notepad. Sorry, in the way. It's in the way now. I mean, they are just using actual like gingerbread houses and stuff, I think, which is interesting. But it's not necessarily what I want to do. I mean, this is basically a wargaming table, but with Christmas decorations on it, which is fine, but it's not quite what I want to do. Also, a Space Marine Dreadnought, I'm not doing that. Also, I have, for the text-to-speech stuff, I've turned up the audio. Now, the problem I have with the audio is it depends how I want to do audio on the stream. If I do so that you hear everything at full volume and I turn down the music, it means, let's say I went on like a GW video and I didn't mute it quickly enough, you might get deafened by something that I wasn't expected. Whereas if I have the volume low, so like you hear everything that I hear, but you hear it at a much lower voice, a lower rate, it means that the text to speech is low no matter what happens. So I'm a little bit torn on how to fix that. My problem with, I mean, I really like them, they're cool, but is that not just, for me, would I not just be better like 3D printing some snowmen and like spooking them up? I don't even have I don't have the 3D printer, so I don't know. I am torn on that one for sure. I am torn. Let's have a look. We had some. I did feel like we had some. We got some from Steve, so I could just do. I could. There is always the possibility of just snow terrain. It's not a problem. I mean, it's not a problem. It's just it would I maybe need to do something more like interesting than just that as a video. Snow terrain. But I mean, I think like what's the name of the channel? Oh, Eric's Hobby Workshop. He did one where like ultimate desert terrain. So you can just do stuff like that. I mean, trees. This is sort of like Christmas tree, like trees. But I mean, it's already been done. But I mean, been done quite a bit, and I'm not sure what I'd be adding. They're the ones I think would maybe. Now I could do an actual diorama and have like Santa crashed, dead reindeer. I'll just put dead deer for now. I could do that. A winter hut. I mean, we could have like a winter wood cabin. That would actually be vaguely, to be fair, I actually sort of really like that as an idea. I know it's very simple, but like winter like log cabin. I know it's very, very simple, but I feel like it would work for like D&D and stuff like that. It's a bit boring in the sense it's not really like a Christmas special, but you know, it is what it is. Santa's Mech Shop. Santa's Mech Shop. I mean, that's good. How would I signify that it's Santa's rather than it being orcs? I'm not 100% sure. Look up. I'm not doing a Minions army. Not doing a bloody Minions army. Yeah, seeing it before on Facebook was great looking minis and probably a good laugh as a Skaven army standing. I mean, it does sound cool. For sure, it sounds interesting. Minions army. Oh, let's have a look at it. Go on. Minions 40k army, I presume. Or we'll just put in. Yeah, we'll put in that. Oh my god. I mean, what is that? I mean, this is when people. I mean, the worst thing the worst thing about this, right, is that they've obviously spent a lot of time making it, and the terrain and the stuff is good. Like what? What is that? Okay, is this normal? It doesn't. It's a bit weird. Oh, that's stupid. North Pole diorama. Sleigh tracks in the snow. No. Yes. Diorama. Sorry for sounding a bit like The Ring or whatever it is. Is my internet dead? Oh, okay. Can I do something that's not ugly? I don't. I mean, it helps if I actually spell the right word, but it's not really a problem. I think that might be a bit too big of a piece for my talents, which is none. My talents are non-existent. But let's have a look at like a D&D log cabin. I'm sort of intrigued at how good somebody might have done. These aren't necessarily how I envision a log cabin. And the fact that I've not seen... I wonder how many videos there are of this. I know it's not very Christmassy, so don't hate me. But it is a possibility. I did nativity scene diorama, but Jesus, Mary, and are all Guy Ferrari. You guys were helpful for the skull. Oh, he's got a medieval cottage, BMC. But a little log cabin. Let's have a look at just a log cabin. No buildings, just with the post. I mean, that actually sounds cool. Why? They look terrible. I want like a... like sort of like this, but, you know, better. You shared a Santa sledge that I could use. Oh, you've actually found a UK Santa sledge that I could use. Bear with me 1 second. Taking my shorts off. I know you can't see them, but I need to get in my boxes. It's very warm in this room. To be fair, he did show. I mean, I don't know what I want to do, but they literally have actual buildings and stuff like that as well. That's interesting. I know you guys are like, Jay, a log cabin's boring. This one's not. I mean, Bardscraft, great channel. I'm not necessarily thrilled by the way that this looks, if I'm honest, from the thumbnail. But I've got to say it looks better but it looks better on the table. They look massively big. Like, they look huge. But I feel like I can do a log cabin. And I probably would just use... Oh, that's a good idea. I should really steal that. The corrugated cardboard is a superb idea. But I think I would use balsa wood, if I'm honest. Yes. Welcome to Flavor. Oh, we got a nice advert here. This is some great terrain from Amazon, from whatever advert this is for. Free investing. It's for free investing. All right, okay. Not what I was going to go with. Let's cancel that out. So I've got to tell you, I'm favoring the log cabin. I know you're probably all like, what are you talking about, Jay? I feel like the gingerbread stuff would be a little bit hard to sell. Doing stuff with like a sleigh, and actually doing serious stuff, I think would be difficult without a 3D printer, because you sort of need specific miniatures. Like, to be fair, when I remember the guy doing this one, although they've now made it like available for 3D printing. So I mean, it's nice, 3D printed, but that's not exactly what I want to do. And then you see something like that, and then you can see the actual specific. Oh man, this guy's obsessed with Nightmare Before Christmas. Jeez, is this a shop? That looks amazing. That just looks amazing. You know, that is a big boy piece of terrain though. I can't do that. It's too big. So yeah. So I don't. Yeah, I think it's almost a bust. If I'm honest, guys, I don't necessarily think that this is the best idea I've ever had in my entire life. So far as to say, I think it might be a Christmas song. I could give you a Christmas song. Do you know what I like? I'd love to do something like that, but either I need to buy a goblin, or I need to 3D print something specific. Do you know what I mean? So I'm against that as a concept because I don't feel like I could necessarily do it. I mean, this guy's turning some cardboard into a city. I mean, I like the sound of that. Yeah, I'm not seeing. There's nothing. It's either sort of like diorama or nothing, or I turn some sort of like Christmas toy. Let's have a look at who would sell Christmas stuff. Yeah, it's just a fancy house. Exactly, I do agree with you, Jimmy. It's nothing amazing though, is it? Let's have a look at what are the stores in the UK. Hobbycraft is a classic store in the UK. And this is where they'll tell me that the stores are going to be closing since Thursday, but you can shop online. Oh, my neck. Ah, my foot. Christmas. It's almost like they read my mind. There are plants coming out of pipes in Super Mario. You could do a Santa-themed version of those coming out of the chimney of a log cabin. There are plants coming out of pipes in Super Mario. Oh, the little... And they fire the balls. They go boop, boop, and it goes boop, 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 boop. Inspector Gadget. Wilkinson's does Christmas houses. Let's have a look at Wilkinson's. Wilco's. It's that time of year. Hi, Velacord. I hope you're doing very well today. Oh, you can tell we're into November. Jesus Christ, guys, straight in. Literally just straight into Christmas. Into Christmas. Is there anything here that is interesting? I would say no so far. Honestly, I'm sort of upset that it's literally that I have a reason to be doing this, but I'm sort of upset that it's literally the first thing you notice when you log on. Xmas tree with wrap presents and leave. Oh, that'd be cute. That'd be a nice little cutesy. I'm actually looking at full-on decorations here. Let's have a look at. We'll sort by lowest to highest. No, I've got garbage. Now I'm actually getting actual Christmas decorations here. I don't want baubles. I don't want LED lights. I don't want battery-operated lights. Christmas decorations? They're all Christmas decorations, aren't they? That's not that's not what I wanted. Ornaments, they're going to be baubles. Oh, that's a little forest scene. Oh, how sweet. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Or Coca-Cola. I actually really like that. I think, Steve, that is an amazing shout. I'm writing that down. That could be amazing, right? So, it's whether or not I can buy them online. Morrison's do a truck, right? They do like a kid's truck. And I could orcify your truck and paint on the Coca-Cola logo myself really badly. Oil days is coming. I'll write it down. Oil days are coming. But maybe we could have something more aggressive, like, I don't know, something like murder days are coming or something stupid like that. I'm gonna have to double check that nobody has done this, because I really, really like it, and I could invest some money into it, and actually do it. Exactly, you can get a kid's truck or an ARC truck. Well, what I would do is I'd get a look, they do these. They do like they do something like this. And I would just arcify it up, right? They do this. I would just buy that and then arcify it up somehow, right? Orcs days are coming. Orcs days are coming. But it's already Orca-Cola. But yeah, I could buy something stupid like this. Paint it red. It's a bit on the long side, but that's not necessarily a problem. I don't have any orc bits, which would be a problem. I've got some wheels and stuff that I could maybe throw on. So I'd have to arcify it myself somehow. Because you need to arcify it enough to make it so that it's actually recognizable an orc thing. Now, how you would do that, I actually don't know. Obviously, it would be red. It would therefore go faster. Oh, can you hear this? Let me know if you can hear this. I trumped. Get over it. Truck and trailer. True. So I would have to like really arcify it, right? Maybe even do like an orc skull on the front. Paint an orc with my fingers. I've never made any orc stuff either. This is such a stupid idea, but I love it. I might even do both. I might do the orc thing, because the orc thing is funny. And I hate the way I speak sometimes. And I might do a winter log cobbin. Orca-Cola truck would be green. See what you're saying, but it's red because it goes faster. You can do yeah, exactly. You can do the decorations and stuff like that with foam. It's whether or not I could make it look like, how rustic do you go versus maintaining the pure red of it. It would be an interesting balance. Can I order the Morrison's truck online? Can I order this? I wonder if Katie's going out. Are they even going to sell it? They're selling it for £8. Do you reckon I can get it delivered just on its own? Or do I need to get... Sorry guys, oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Man, it accidentally orders real talk. I mean, I want to know, before I register to your site, I want to know if I can just buy that. I don't want groceries, I want just that. I don't know if I can order just that. Let's see, is it on eBay? Maybe it's on Amazon. I know it's a bit weird. I know it's a bit weird. I'm also going to check eBay. I really don't want to go into a Morrison's. Do you know what I mean? No, I obviously could just buy a truck. But let's see. Let's just see if I can get it. I mean, I can probably gas my mum to go tomorrow. Obviously, I'm in work. But my mum doesn't live that far away from Morrison's. Stupid ideas are usually the best. It's such a... No offense, Steve. It's such a stupid idea that I love it. I love it. For absolutely no reason whatsoever. I just think it's fantastic. Alright. So this is the truck. Is this the same truck? I feel like that's the old balls. I feel like that's the old truck. No, that's the old one. It's green now. It's not yellow. I'm presuming that it's the same size. But that's the old one. I want the new one. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 12 quid delivered. Right, sorry, I'm going to go on a different browser so you can't see what I'm doing. And I'm ordering this instantly. Bear with me a second. They do a red articulated truck. Well, I'm ordering this one. Buy it now. They got more than 10 available. But I want it right now. I just use my card, it's fine. It's updating, it's updating, it's updating. I know you can't see what I'm doing. I bought it. That's what you get for not thinking. Let's check Home Bargains just in case it's a different size. Home Bargains. Get a fleet of them. Toy truck. Okay. I'd have to go in. I'd have to go in. I'm not going in. Not in lockdown madness. Right. So that's ordered. This is one of the stupidest things I'm considering doing. Okay, we might start on that next week if it gets delivered in time. So, right, they're the two ideas, I think. If they both fail, they both fail, but they're the two ideas. I'm going to do a log cabin, because that's sort of like a traditional piece of terrain. Right? That's like a... I can do that anytime. Winter log cabin. Oh, sounds so cozy. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice, Jay, isn't it? Yeah, that is nice, Jay. Thank you. That sounds nice. Oh, nice and cozy. Oh, let's have a nice coziness. And we will do an Orca-Cola. I've just got rid of the snaps here. Let's go back on that so I can get them. Hey, I put it up. Open in a new tab, Pured. What else would we're gonna? So what I want to look at is what I want to look at is an Orc truck, just to sort of give me like and I need to get me some Orc vibes. What could I do to orcify a big articulated lorry? Right? How can I orcify it? Now, I already have, some of you may remember this, I bought some kids' toys. Do you remember the like cranes? I wonder if I can find it. I have stuff like this. Checks and dags. Whether or not I say like what are dags? I'm not familiar. I've seen the phrase dags. I'm not 100% sure what that means. I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. So I've bought several sets of these, haven't I? You know, the kids' toys that I was going to have for the mech. I'll put several of them on the truck. So I've got like a roller. I've got... Ooh. You might see me in my underwear in a minute. Big teeth on the front. True, dude. Here, let me make it smaller so you can't quite see what I'm doing. Dags, triangles in a row. Okay. I agree. I understand that. I think then, because that is sort of what I was thinking. Maybe on top, I might make it so you could literally stand on top of it. You know, so it's actually a terrain piece. So you could stand on top of it and have it like a barricade, because obviously the top of it needs to be defensible. Do you know what I mean? Obviously it needs to have... I don't have any guns. I'm not sure what I'll do for guns, but I've got a big packet of them. I've got an elastic band here, but I've got stuff like... I've got like a roller that I could maybe put out front as well. These are going to be good for that. The roller, exactly. I might even put some stuff on the back as well, like a grabber. Just make it look a bit funky. What I would like, you see there's these pipes. I wonder how I could do the pipe sort of effect. Get the Gorka Morka books, youth. Change the wheels on truck for Orc. Yeah, I don't. The problem is there's so many wheels that I'm not sure I could do that. It might look a little bit weird. Because what it's... Oh god, that was loud. Because there's like... Oh, what is it? 18 wheels? Because it's an 18-wheeler. That I can't necessarily do that. Holidays are coming. It's... What's also nice is obviously I drink a lot of Coke. Is that where you got the idea, Steve? Also, you're not getting credited in this, Steve, because I'll forget. Inexperienced knobhead. Orca-Cola. The best an orc can get. Ooh, see, Daka, I love that idea, but I feel like because it's going to be a bought item, I would have a great deal of difficulty getting the upper part of the track above the set of wheels. I love it though, but here, let me write some of these ideas down. Let's write some of these ideas down. So we've got Dags, triangle, bits in a row. We're gonna have the roller, and let's have grabber. How can I get some orc-looking weapons cheap? Could I use maybe like a pen lid or something? We also need. I like the idea of tire tracks instead of wheels, or replace wheels. Now, I don't think that's going to be possible because there's going to be too many of them. As I said, I think that's going to be impossible. I'm going to burp. Oh, I've just seen Jimmy's message. It said, what is a dozer blade? Sorry, you said dozer blade, etc. And I don't know what the etc. is. Just mind, put a note of my credit. Steve. Oh, you can't see what I've done. Oh, I was calling you an asshole. I'll leave it just like that so only I can see it. I'm just kidding, obviously. Let's have a look at truck bits. They're usually fairly cheap on eBay. Well, you all know I was just on eBay because I just ordered it from eBay. So let's have a look on eBay. Battle wagon. I am prepared to spend money on this. That's Mr. Asshole. Sorry, Mr. Asshole. Orc battle wagon bits. To me, especially. Thank you. Does the digger have exhaust and heat shield? I've no idea. I'll have to, I'll have to get that out and have a proper look. I'm not doing it now, but yeah, I will have to get something. This is a battle orc. It doesn't look very orky to me, if I'm honest. Let's have a look at buy it now. And let's have a look low to high. Let's move this a little bit over here. So, I mean, technically I could do that. Get me a little bit more to the side. Then if I do low to high, then I get absolute junk. Perfect. See, a 3D printer would make this a lot easier. I probably do need a 3D printer. I'm just worried about the smellage. No, I don't. Let's not have a look at what else did you say? You said truck. So let's have a look at orc truck. Orc truck. Watch DIY grot tank videos. DIY grot tank videos. Oh, you know who's probably good for this? Kablam. Is that his name? Kablam. I used to enjoy his stuff. Need to put metal armor on the windows and sheets of metal to break up the shape of the truck. That can be made of foam. Metal armor on the windows. Yeah, so I was thinking about just card on the front, like where it's the actual chassis of the vehicle. I was thinking about just card. But where I need to maybe alter the volume size, obviously I might use foam board. Grot tanks are amazing. Oh, this ginger dreadlocks. That guy knows how to live. Mate, show me your wheels. He's just cheating. He is using actual bits. Oh, maybe I should look at Scratch build. This actually, I thought was official for a minute. Think like an A-Team battle bus. I mean, I know the A-Team, but I do not remember the battle bus that well. Miniature Hobbyist did a good grot build. I think. Miniature Hobbyist. Are any of you buying an Xbox X Series X, One X, Series X, or a PS5? By the way, Microsoft, just name your consoles like PlayStation. I know you don't want to have like an Xbox 3 in comparison to a PS5 because it sounds weird. But at least just give them names. Call it like an Xbox Alpha. Call it like an Xbox Degenerate. Call it something. I'm Googling. What am I Googling? I'm bloody Googling Steve. Miniature Hobbyist grot. So I will need pipes and stuff like that, weirdly. I'm not sure I have any pipes that are that small, but let me just write pipes down. It needs pipes. It obviously needs pipes. This is going to be such a disappointment when you all see it. We've got to go feed the livestock and oh Jesus, Tyler. Good luck. It's not so much good luck for today. It's good luck for the future. Oh Jesus Christ! I think, no offense, but it's a little bit worrying when one of the biggest countries could be so divided in that way. Is this worth buying? It almost looks 3D printed. Am I going crazy? That looks 3D printed to me. Wait, is that 3D printed? It's 3D printed. I ain't buying a 3D printed piece of poop. 18. All guns can be easily crafted from XPS offcuts. That's interesting. I'm doing it, Steve. Wait, what? I've put wagon. Idiot. Not you, me. Oh, now we've got bloody Fortnite. The A-Team. I know what you mean. It's a little minivan kind of thing. Like, bloody hell. Let's minus Fortnite from this. What is this? I could use toy cars cut up and reshaped. This is the bloody minivan, in it. Let's call it the van. Am I going crazy? Are you talking about the van? Oh, you can't see it. Oh, that's good. Sorry about that. Wait, what could you... Oh, you couldn't see anything I was doing? Jesus Christ. I'm an amateur. Kaboom. Oh, no, he's using that. It looks like he's using actual serious stuff. Oh, we've got... Oh, what is he using here? It's the XPS bit. I don't necessarily... He's using stuff from it. Oh, he's using all kinds of random stuff. Look, if I can do it, I'll just use random stuff. It'll be neat. The one thing I need to do is make sure I get up to scratch and actually start doing it. I may even, on this build, do something I never normally do, which is rivets. Okay, I think we'll start that next Tuesday. I think that's going to be the video, guys. Here, let me on this winter one. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Look at Vickers machine gun. Oh. I'll figure something out. I'm not too worried. I don't need specifics yet. I just need the sort of like core design. And I think we've got the core design. I wonder how orky I can truly make it. I might even design like, let's have a look at the Coca-Cola truck. Coca-Cola truck. Well, I actually mean the Christmas one, don't I? Is there anything? They've got Santa on it. So instead of Santa, I might have an orc face. How am I gonna? I'm gonna have to print out a template or something for the words, because there's no way I can do that. There's no way I can paint that smoothly. Or then if I'm orcs, maybe orcs aren't gonna paint it smoothly anyway, so I'll just do it by hand. Now, should I try and get lights? Should I try and get lights? A-Team armored bus. I tried, Steve. I tried. I just got Fortnite. Everything I was getting was Fortnite. This. I understand. Okay, I'll save that. Oh, let me go back to my face. Whenever I save stuff on my desktop, I don't like showing it in case you see my my adult material. I don't know what UV paint is, but do you guys know of a way I could get really fine LEDs? Like, is there a way I could get obviously I'm not going to do that on the front of the truck because that's not really feasible, right? But is there a way I could maybe light up the outside with like a ring of lights really cheaply? I'd be happy to drill into the lorry underneath. Maybe I don't have a drill. I'll figure a way of getting into it. Maybe take it apart. Just buy a cheap fiber optic hand lamp. I don't know what that is. Oh, I like that. What? Am I too dumb? I don't understand the technology involved in this. What? The suit uses LEDs, so no need to renew the bulbs. I don't really know what that is or how that would work, Greg. Sorry, I don't know if you could post a link in the Discord or something. Let's just quickly see if there's any bits I could pick up for cheap. The answer is no. Okay, that's fine. I like this. It's what Steve's saying here I quite like. Like, we'd obviously put panels on the front. Probably not put panels on the side, but on the front we definitely will. You can paint out a banner and stick it to the side. Oh, we print out a banner. Yeah, so I could do that. But then I've got to actually design it as well. Then I've got to design it in Photoshop. I've got to change Coca-Cola into Orca-Cola. Now I'm actually tempted to do it without the C. And have it be ORC. I might do Orc with a C. Orca-Cola. I know it's a bit weird, but it is what it is. They can't spell anyway. But I'm thinking we'll do, instead of Santa, I'm not doing like Santa. I'll probably do a cardboard orc face. You know, the wag face, the classic wag face. We'll have that on each side. Maybe I put a Santa hat on it or something. The painting of the Orca-Cola is going to be probably the most difficult bit for me because I'm not a very good painter. I would have loved to have done the lights, but I don't really see how I can do lights on that small of a scale without them being visible either. I think that would be a bit problematic. So it needs some thinking. I think obviously it does. It's a shame I can't do the lights. That I'm not smart enough of a way to understand how to do the lights. The holidays are coming. Santa orc face. Yeah, but what am I going to do? Print? I can't paint that unless they already have a Santa orc available online, which I'm not seeing. Like, I need, I would need, what is that? I could Photoshop it. I could Photoshop it badly. I could badly Photoshop it. To steal the banner from Coca-Cola. I mean, I will steal... Yeah, I could do that. But then I've got to do the letters myself. I've got to do the R and the O and the stuff like that. There's some work to do, for sure. Willow's crying. I can hear that. I don't want drawing. What I want is, like, art. Almost like that, but not like that. Here, let me do... Well, no, okay. I don't want drawing, but I want, like... Can I... Is there any way I can pick... Oh, wait, this is a different set now. Dun, 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 dun. I'll think of something. I almost don't really want to print it because my printer's not that good. My printer's like a diabolically old printer. And what am I going to do? I don't really want to send it to like a high quality printer to get it done. And obviously I'm not in work, so I can't cheat and print it off at work. So that's a problem. I almost don't want to print it off either though. I think it'll be better if I hand draw it. Like, because it's orcs, won't it make sense if I hand draw it really badly or hand paint it? Like, I'll try and copy the like rough style. You know, I'll try and copy the style. But like, obviously it's gonna start off with a different letter than the C. So it'll be like, oh, like the O will have to be a slanted O like that, and then into a lot of lowercase r. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I'm gonna hand draw it. I'm almost not worried about the side, because once I get red, I paint it pure red. I'll paint it pure red. I might need to buy a red paint, because I'll tell you, all my red paints do not go on very easily. I wonder what. Have it say wag. No, it's not a bad idea. It'd be very long. Just the whole truck. Wag. Print it out in black and white and then paint it. That's almost genius. It's not a bad idea. How people always use like a shed ton of LEDs. Oh, can you hear this? Can I like really thin LED strips? I went from watching you live to watching your vids. My vids are way more interesting than the live stream. Dylan, the streams are absolute nonsense. The streams are just off. I mean, yeah, the streams are mental. The videos are hopefully all right. I'd sort of see it like this, like the videos, I try and put a little bit of my personality in there, but it's not like, you know, I have to try and be as interesting and appealing to as many people as possible. Whereas the streams, I'm just like, I'm just me, just not that interested. So, this is not quite what I want, because I would want like a flexible. I can have a look at this off stream, obviously, but that's too expensive. I ain't paying for that. That's probably too big, I think. And whether or not orcs can even figure out lights, I mean, that's the question. Okay, I'll have a think about LEDs. It would be nice, but I'm not sure it's possible for me to do. I've popped the link in the Discord for side fire. It's a plastic wire that you shove an LED in one end and it glows. But then how would I do it? Did the stream die at one point today? So my analytics show that from 10 past 7 to 20 past 7, there was no viewers. It's weird. Let's have a look what thing he's showing me. Oh, there you go. Steve had actually posted the link in the description. Ben can't watch. That's fine. So let's have a look at this. Oh, I'm not 100% sure what this is. Let's show it on stream. Minimal professionalism. Yes, that is unfortunately the truth. It's minimal professionalism. 5 meters of this. Wait, what? You get a light in it. LED. So you you've got to get you get an LED and you shine a light. I'm not even 100% sure I understand how this works. So you've got to get a light. So you shine a light into it, and then it does it. But how do I get the original light? Let me just, I'm going to add it to my favorites on my desktop, so I can actually save it. You're going to attempt to make the Mos Eisley house. The Mos Eisley house, I'd probably make it look more complicated than it is. You can just do any decoration with it in foam board and it'll generally work. Yeah, steel room box is always worth it. Orca-Cola, the drink of Gaz Gull Thraka. Gaz down his gullet Thraka. Major League Nerd, Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas to you and one and all. The one thing I just want to say quickly about the Mos Eisley, the desert stuff for Star Wars Legion, is whilst I'm not saying be afraid of the texture of the filler or spackle or wherever you're from the UK, so filler, the Geordie lad, whilst not to be afraid of the texture, don't cake it on. You're not making it, you don't want it to look like icing. You just want it to be like a nice sort of relatively thin, smoothish layer. Probably smoother than you think. You'll think, oh, I've not really textured that, but when you paint it, it will look very textured. So you want it almost not as smooth as you can get it, but you want it quite smooth. Don't worry about it if it's not. You can always sand it, and even so, it's not really a problem. But yeah, I see when people copy it's the wrong word, but when people make that video, or they make videos like terrain like that, generally they'll just cake it on. And it'll be thick, and they can see the striations and stuff like that. You want it nice and sort of smooth, and it'll look like texture. Anyway, one of those battery T lights. Oh, one of those battery T. I've got plenty of the battery T lines. I'll have a consider of this. I'm not sure I'm going to order this because I'm not sure if lighting is something I necessarily really want to get involved in. And also, I might do it once we see the truck. So there we go. And Orca-Cola available at all good Space Hulks. That is factually correct. Right, so Steve has just pulled that one from nowhere, and it's an incredible idea. I'm not sure I'm going to live up to the idea, which does worry me a little bit, but it is a great idea. Most of the bad ones too, and most that's Major League Nerd's YouTube channel, by the way. If you could go and subscribe if you're not already. Obviously, a lot of you are the same kind of people. I know, but Dylan's a new face, but a lot of you obviously have come to many of the streams. I mean, more fool you, but there you have it. So the project was Major League Nerd. We were thinking about. I'm going to trump again. Do fake lighting with very bright paint. I mean, it is a possibility. I already have a pot of white light filler from Wickle, so I'll just use that. Yeah, I need to buy some more. Orca-Cola mass delivery from Orbit. You're working on the back rep. So the conversation was basically twofold. We were talking about this, but I'll come to this in a second. We were talking about the classic Hubba Bubba generators. That's where we started the stream. I think what I'm going to do with that is probably a timed build. And then we're talking about Christmas terrain, right? And then Steve has come up with the idea. I was like, oh, what Christmassy stuff can we build? Steve has come up with the idea of, and he's not getting credited for this, so don't get used to it, of Orca-Cola. So what I've done is I've ordered a truck, a little plastic truck that you can get from a supermarket in the UK, and I'm going to turn it into the Orca-Cola Christmas truck. That's the plan. We'll be doing that. Hopefully we'll start that next Tuesday. That will be the stream video now, probably for a couple of weeks. So that is Steve's idea. I've got 0 viewers again. I'm not dropping frames. I think YouTube's having a bit of a fit today. Doesn't like me at all. But that is the plan. So it's a very good idea. It's an insane idea. And I don't feel like I'm going to deliver on the promise. but we'll see. But yeah, Major League Nerd mainly plays 40k, so he's done some Orc terrain in the past himself. And obviously, I'm presuming this is a 40k bar rep. That is the end of the stream. It's been a bit of a longer one because we got a bit carried away there with the Orc stuff. I've got a lot of stuff to think about there. Yeah, I think my next 4 videos are probably all sorted. So there we go. Orca Cola more refreshing than killing Umans. Umans. That sounds like a Ferengi. You humans. Which reminds me, I need to watch Picard. Thank you all for watching. Greg, I actually meant to say Steve. Steve, I don't get paid enough to pay you anything for your idea, so you're not having anything. It was given freely. You've signed the rights away to the idea. It is now mine. Trademark. It's not trademark. Terrain made easy. Fact. Are you a day after? No, 100% Major League Nerd. The only reason I'm even talking about Christmas terrain is because I have to, because I need to plan it out. Like, I now need to get the truck, then I need to order any little bits and pieces like pipes and stuff like that if I need to. It's more of a logistic thing rather than me loving Christmas. If anything, I really don't want to talk about Christmas until December the 25th. But just for our YouTube videos, I've got to like plan ahead. Yeah, so there you go. Thank you all for watching. It's been a pleasure. I hope you all have the most beautiful day. We of course will return next Tuesday, where if all goes well, we will be singing. We will be making the Coca-Cola thing, and yeah, that's it. What Christmas song? I'll sing you Bing Crosby, I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas, right? No, because this is an absolute classic. That's what I'll sing you. Christmas carols, no. Do you want to listen to music, or do you just want to have me sing it? Shall we listen to the actual song, or should I sing it? Whoever responds first. Let's see. Santa baby, hurry down the chimney to me. My ideas are free. Just don't be surprised if well, I don't have any technical skills. So, and plus, I'm not sure this build would be like one you'd want to have on your table all the time. Karaoke, which I presume... Wait, is there a karaoke? Is there a karaoke version of White Christmas? Okay. Let's mute this. Let's turn up the volume. I'm going to say I have no skills. I just literally bodge stuff together. Okay, let me put on my headphones so I can hear it properly. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I don't know what this is. I don't know what we're doing, but we're doing something. Okay. Thank you for watching. Have a most beautiful day. So next week we'll start that. There's no video for a week a bit. I've not worked on anything. I'm very much behind on everything in life, but it is what it is. Have a most beautiful evening. Honestly, thank you very much. And yeah, the players out is me. This is when I get banned again. I'm dreaming of the white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. This song's very slow. Where the tree tops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. I never write Christmas cards, I hate them. Goodbye. Love you all. Bye.